All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and I hope you guys are doing well. And I got a really exciting video for you guys today because we have leaks of the next Survivor Pass and all of the content that's going to be in it. And this is all part of update 16.2, which is allegedly supposed to be a very big update. And at the end of the video, make sure you guys stick around because we have some new confirmed content that's coming into the game, some new tactical gear, and we have a leak of what might be the next weapon in PUBG. Also, please drop a like on the video because it really helps me out. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. I'm almost at 10,000 and it's a huge goal of mine to hit that number. So let's get into the content here. So here is the new Survivor Pass we've all been waiting for. And this is Punk Wave. Not what I was expecting from PUBG, especially because they told us that the new content would be a little bit more military themed, and I'm obviously not seeing that here, but this looks like a really cool Survivor Pass nonetheless, and here is the graphic for it. And there's a lot of rock and roll themes with this new Survivor Pass. So as we get into the first set of skins, which are going to be available in the Survivor Pass, you can see rock and roll theme. We have the shotgun, the mini, and then this is probably going to be one of the most unique melee weapons of all time. It's an actual guitar, which is really exciting. I'm noticing I'm blocking this with my webcam right now, but it's a really cool guitar. I'll bring it over to the side. I really like to look at that. It's definitely kind of silly, so I don't know what you guys will think. Definitely leave your comments down below. G36C getting a new skin, and I like the colorful ones personally, the barrel, and then the Moisen finally getting another skin as well. And then there's a bunch of outfits that are associated with the pass and with the update. So I'm not sure if this is going to be in the pass or just available to purchase. And I thought these were kind of similar to what we've seen in the before. We've seen a lot of kind of biker themed. There was like the Spider series, kind of like the Black Widow series. And we've seen a lot of this style stuff in the game. So while it looks cool, and I really like the gloves, I think that's probably the coolest feature. A lot of this stuff, I feel like we've seen similar outfits before, especially this one. There's so many outfits where it's like the boots with the fishnet stocking. So I feel like this is kind of a waste of one and sort of filler content in my opinion. But again, just going back, I mean, look at these gloves. Those are pretty sweet. And then we have another set of an outfit here. And then here are some helmets. We got level 1, 2, and 3. The level 3 helmet's pretty cool with the spikes on top. Definitely punk rock-esque. And then we get into the PCS skins, which are usually some of my favorite ones. I don't know if I like these as ones in the past, as much as the ones in the past, but I do like the neon green. This definitely became popular. I feel like back when, for American fans out there, when the Seahawks were really popular, this neon green color and the blue, the American football team. But nonetheless, these are always usually really cool skins. You can see we have the SLR and the mini here at the bottom. But I don't know if I would replace these over in the long term over some of the other PCS skins, which have been legendary in the past. I personally really like this M4 because it's got the neon on the top. And then I also like what they've been doing with the vehicles. And this one's got the neon green tires. And I think that's going to look really cool when you're driving around. And then something new for the face, which is nice. And then an emote, which we can't see. But nonetheless, still really cool. And then this is interesting. So I'm probably going to, make a joke of this because I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's called NIER or NIER. And this is a game that I was not aware of, made by Square Enix, who's very popular and famous developer and kind of the people behind Final Fantasy and many other games out there. And I guess this is a game that was launched in 2010 and became a cult classic game. And I think they're remastering this game and it's launching in spring of this year. Or it might have launched last year, in 2021. In any case, PUBG is doing a partnership with them. So if you guys are fans of the series, you might be excited about this. I personally had not heard of this because I really only focus on like shooter games and stuff like that. But there's some pretty cool outfits here, and they definitely have like a darker theme to them for sure. And here are the first two. And then we have this one, definitely kind of fantasy RPG-esque style skins, but cool hair items for people that are into this kind of stuff or are fans of the game. And then you have this outfit, which is a lady here, a little risque outfit, I suppose. And then you have these items, parachute, spray, and I think this is a mask that you can wear on your head, which I'm sure this will get a lot of attention because it looks pretty ridiculous. Then we move on to some streamer skins. So we have two right now. Forget the person's name who is doing this one, but I actually really like this pan skin. So I feel like I could see people buying it just for that pan skin alone, which is pretty nice. And then we have this streamer from Thailand, if I can move over, who is Esquilucia, I guess. And this is pretty cool because it's got like a T-Rex theme on it. And I really like their spray. And this Scar skin to me is really unique. And I like when you see something like this. You don't see a lot of really green skins out there and haven't done much. They did the kind of dinosaur, in the extinction skin, dinosaur bones. but nothing like this that I've seen or that I remember. So I really like this one a lot, but it's kind of basic with just the shirt and the pants. And then we have the 5th year anniversary. It's going to be 5 years since PUBG launched on PC, I think on March 17th. And if you look, the logo is actually pretty cool because they're using a pistol, ammo, a frag grenade, some other items, and then they have the magazine here to make the 5. And there's going to be a dance. We have a hat, 2 hats. I'll show you this because my webcam's blocking it. The 5 on top. We have a 5-year anniversary pan, and then some more stuff jacket. This is almost like the tracksuit. 5-year anniversary, and then this looks like maybe some kind of special box that you're going to be able to open, or maybe something that you could buy with BP, hopefully. And then moving on, we have a new contraband crate coming into the game, and this is called the Zodiac, and there are going to be 2 battle stat skins. So it looks like what PUBG does is they release a progressive skin in a contraband crate, which was the K9, and then they do a battle stat one. And so we have the M4 and the SKS Zodiac. They're both battle stats. Let me know what you guys think about these down in the comments below. And then some additional spring items, I think, which are going to be in this crate. So we have the AK, the and the Vector, which I feel like I've seen that color Vector before, but it is kind of a unique But again, these are skins that, I don't think you would replace over some of the other cool skins, battle stat and rare ones out there. And then this is just some additional emotes and stuff for the rock and roll theme. Roll back Sanok. That's an interesting emote. And then some dances here, or spray, I should say, then some dances. And then we have the Hitman Value Pack. These are always worth it to get if you're buying anything in the game or buying the Survivor Pass, because you get G-Coin and a free skin, and usually the value is way over what you normally would pay. So I would definitely be purchasing this, and it's nice that it comes with a free skin, which is pretty sweet. And then, but I will say, just to give my opinion before we get into the new gear, that, again, I think I might have mentioned this earlier, that PUBG said they were going to be doing some more military style stuff in this next update. David Kurtz said that we would be, excited, or those fans would be happy with this update. At least that's what I remember him saying. So I'm not really seeing that there. And then also, I think, and just to share my opinion here, that for the Survivor Pass to be gone for months and months and months, I was really expecting some kind of different thing or some kind of different format. And yes, this hasn't been formally announced by PUBG. These are just leaks, but it looks very similar just by the leaks to what we've seen in the past. And if they just come out and say, okay, here's the next Survivor Pass, and it's basically the same, I'm going to be really disappointed. I mean, I'm a huge PUBG fan. I like to stay positive, and it gives me something to do. I'll definitely be buying the new Survivor Pass. I like the new skins, but I will be severely disappointed in PUBG if they took just months and months off the Survivor Pass and nothing's really changed. I would really question that decision there as a fan of the game, and also someone that's almost kind of invested in the game for it to do well, right? As we play for 5 years since the game has been out. And then here is some of the new content that's coming in the game. This was leaked a while ago, and this is a tactical bag, and there's also a scouting item. I'll also play a video here over the top that PUBG announced today, or they released this on their PUBG Europe Twitter, showing the footage. So this is definitely confirmed coming into the game. And there's leaks that we finally figured out what this was going to be. And you could kind of assume here that this is going to be a tactical item where you could carry more gear, and that's true. So allegedly right now, this will take up one weapon spot like the drone or the EMT bag. And when you have this item equipped, you can carry up to 4 items of any kind, but you can't carry another tactical bag. So what this means for people that don't get that or are not making that clear, you should be able to hold potentially another weapon in that bag for maybe a teammate. You might be able to hold a mortar, maybe a new vest or a helmet. And I'm thinking that's where they're going with this. So you might have one player who wants to hold a fresh vest, fresh helmet, maybe an additional sniper or a shotgun for the end game, and they can hold 4 of those items in this bag. So now we'll have the EMT bag, which can be a healer. We have the drone, which can kind of be a scout. And then you have this tactical bag for someone that wants to hold additional items in their inventory, or items that you normally can't hold for other people. For example, you can hold an extra backpack in there, and this could be really big coming into the game. And then the next item is the scout. I have to zoom all the way out here to switch. And this is a scouting, or like looks like binoculars or a rangefinder. And nobody knows what the purpose of this item is yet. And I was kind of doing some research on this, and I don't imagine that PUBG is going to give you some kind of crazy vision or thermal scope. It could be thermal. They tested that out in the past. But I think this is going to be at least a rangefinder. And when you point it at something, it will tell you the range, and it will give you a far magnification. So you can use this almost as like an 8 times or 15 times scope, or maybe even further, and see around the map. Unfortunately, in PUBG, you can't see that far on console, at least, because things don't render in. But My speculation, again, there's no proof of this, is that this is going to tell people the distance of everything, because normally in PUBG, you have to pull up your map and you kind of estimate or guess using your knowledge in the game where somebody is and how many squares they are away, and then doing the math saying, oh, okay, that guy's 500 meters, or maybe you shoot and you're like, your scope zeroed in and you kind of figure it out. So I think this will help people know when they're sniping, or maybe using the mortar, which is really hard to use, that, okay, that enemy is 500 meters away or 330 meters away by using the scope. And it doesn't seem, with my speculation, that overpowered. So I don't imagine this is going to take up a weapon slot. It might be like a melee item or a throwable type item, but who knows how they're going to implement this. It's going to be interesting to see. And then last but not least, we have the next gun that has been leaked into the game. So what we're seeing now, I should say, is that there are leaks or information that the code for this gun, the MP9, has been put into PUBG, but there's no proof that it's going to be in the next update. A lot of times PUBG will start, preloading items into the game, and then you might not see them for months down the road. That's how we saw the leak for the new tactical gear. And my best guess is that we will see this with the launch of Kiki. And this is actually one of my favorite SMGs. We saw this a lot in a lot of the Call of Duty games. It's a more compact version of the MP5. It's a machine pistol, so it really is just like a pistol with the vert grip on the front. And it's kind of like an Uzi. And this is a really cool weapon. It was always pretty strong in the Call of Duty games, so I always loved it there. And this might be replacing that like MP5, which is only available on Vikendi and on like Kark and stuff like that. So I could easily see that taking that place on the new map, Kiki, and I feel like that's probably what it's going to be. So again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you made it this far, thank you. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're into live stream content, you can catch me at twitch.tv/Blitz5 and friends. Thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.